Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Tiberi Alessandro from It is Enrico Mattei in Urbino, and now with my classmate Rosca and I will guide you through two important type of loops in the C programming language, while and while. There's an essential tool in programming that allows us to repeat blocks of code as long as a certain condition remains true. Let's start with the while loop. This type of loop checks the condition before executing the code inside of it. That means the condition is false from the beginning. If the condition is false from the beginning, the loops won't run at all. But now let's look at a practical example. Imagine we want to read a number from the user and sum them up. We'll keep reading at numbers until the user enters 0, which will act as our stop condition. How did it works? It works for first we ask the user for a number with the printf function. We immediately check if it's not 0 in the while. If it isn't, we enter in a loop, add the number to the sum, and ask for another number to the user. This continues until the user enters 0. At that point, the condition input not equals to 0 become false, and then the loop ends. What is the benefits of these loops? The benefit is that the while loop is ideal when we want no when we don't know beforehand how many times we need to repeat something. The user had the user has control. They can stop the loop at any time by entering 0. Great. Now we have seen how while loops works. Let's move on to the while, which behave a little bit different. Now Rosca will take over from here. Over to Rosca.
Hi everyone, I'm Rosca, an IT student at IT Enrico Mattei in Urbino. In this part of the video, I'm going to explain the do-while loop in C. Thanks Tiberi, now that you've seen how the while loop works, let's move on something very similar, but with one key difference, the do-while loop. The do-while loop is like the while loop's cousin, but a little more confident, because it always executes at least once, no matter what the condition is. That's the biggest difference. In a while loop, the condition is checked before the code runs, but with do while, the condition is checked after. Think of it like this. The while loop is like asking can I enter before stepping in a room. The do while loop is like walking in first and then asking if you're allowed to stay. Let's see how this works in a practice. Imagine we want to ask the user for numbers and stop only when they type 0. Here's a short program that does that using do while. Let me walk you through it. First, we create a variable named sum, and we also declare another variable input to store the user's number. Then, inside the do block, we ask the user for a number using scanf. Whatever they type gets added the sum, we then show the current total. Only after that the condition is checked, input different 0. If it's true, the loop continues. If not, the program exits the loop and prints the final results. The most important part in this, even if the user types 0 right away, the code inside the do block still runs once. The message appears, the sum is updated, and then the condition is checked. That's why do while is great when we want to make sure something happens at least once. It's perfect for getting input, initializing settings, or displaying instruction that must appear no matter what. To chop up, while checks the condition first, so it might never run. Do while runs once, then checks, so it always runs at least one time. The simple difference makes do while a very useful tool in programming. Thanks for watching and good luck with coding in C.